Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to dive into some exciting new features introduced in .NET 8 that are set to make our development lives a whole lot easier. Enhanced data annotations. These annotations offer powerful ways to enforce business rules and data validations directly in our model, helping us to keep our code clean and also maintainable. I believe you know a lot of these data annotations or this attribute that you have been using since. Now, examples of these are the required attribute, the email address, the credit card, the phone number, and a lot. Okay, these are the old attributes introduced since, and I've been using that. By this video, let's see how to work with the new ones which have been updated or added to the old ones that you and we know. We have the allowed values, we have the range again, we have denied values, and we have length. Let's see how to introduce this. Now, from here, I have created a new web API project, and defaultly, I have the default stuff that we all know together. I created a just simple model here to tell you or to show you the old one. You know, in old one, keys available as a primary key. We have range, required attribute, email address, phone number, credit card. These are all attributes introduced in the old one. Yes, since you and we know this. In .NET 8, these still persist, but have been added a lot more. Let's say if I scroll up here, you can see we have these allowed values. We have range that we spoke about here. But with this range, you see we have some attributes specified. Minimum is exclusive, maximum is exclusive. What does each mean? You can see from the range, we have the minimum as 1 and the maximum number is 100. So if you want to specify quantity of this product, you have to specify the quantity from 1 up to 100. In the old one, we did not, or you cannot exclude the minimum and the maximum. But in this, it has been made possible for us. So you can decide to add the 1, which is the minimum. You can decide to also include the maximum, which is 100, or you can decide to leave this thing out by setting each to false. Okay. Or you can toggle there, you can decide to leave 1 and I'll set 1 in. Yeah, it depends on how you want it to be done. Aside from that, you can see we have allowed values. Now, whatever information that the user should pass on here to the category, it must correspond with any of these, at least one of these: electronics, books, sneakers, appliances. So all category that you're going to pass on here should be at least equal to one of these. Aside from that, we have the denied values. This is restricting the user not to provide any of the strings specified in the denied values. Example is a product and a category. If the user provides product or category, it's going to deny that, because here we have a denied values, and these values are not expected to be typed in. We have length. There's a string of there's a list of string. In here we have location. Minimum here it is 2 and our maximum is 4. So you can provide maybe length of this, minimum is 2 and our maximum is 4 locations. Now let's run this and see. But before we do that, I want us to set this, create a simple controller in here. So in our weather forecast controller, I have just cleared everything. I've made this as post, and now whatever now you pass on here is going to return it. Okay, because you want to actually make sure that these attributes are enforced. And now these validation rules are enforced and they are working defaultly for us. Alright, so let's run this and now let's check it out. That's great. So you can see we have the app running. Now when you go to our product, you see we have these are the allowed values. We must provide one of these. So defaultly, if I decide to click on, try this out, and I click on execute, you see we have a different values here altogether. Now let's check it out. Let's see the validation errors. We have in here that the field location must be a string or collection type with a minimum length of 2 and a maximum length of what? 4. Now when you check this length, the minimum here is supposed to be 2, maximum is 4. But we provided only 1. Check this. That is the location we provided only 1. That's the default as string. So the minimum should be 2, maximum should be 4. Let's see the next one. We have the quantity field here, and 1 must be between 1 and 1 exclusive and now 100 exclusive. So you can see from here that the default number that you provided was 100. 100 shouldn't be part and a 1 shouldn't be part. It should be from 2 up to 99, right? Aside from that, let's see the next one. Category field does not equal any of the values specified in the allowed values attribute. Now when you check these are the allowed values attribute, and the provided information should be at least one of these. By default, a string, we did not provide or did not meet any of these. So we see that the validation rules are working good. Let's try and say provide the correct one and check it out if this is going to work. So from here, you know, our description is there already. We're not going to talk about that. Let's see, from the category we need to provide an electronics. So let's add one of these. So I'm going to copy this as electronics. Let's grab this, and now in here from the category, let's paste it on. Quantity, let's make that 10 because the minimum should be 1, maximum is 100, and minimum and maximum are exclusive, so 10 is in between. Now tags, we have product. Now so for tags, let's provide, we have denied values as product and category. So let's provide product, and now let's test this out. So product, and on the length of this, let's provide, so string is 1. We can also add another one, let's say 1. So we have we have 2, right? Minimum is 2 and the maximum is 4. So when we run this, we are expecting an error under the tag of what? The tags. The tags shouldn't be product because it should be out of this. Now let's execute this, and now let's see. So the tag field equal one of the values specified. So what we can do here is we can add 1. And now execute this, and that is all. We have the data that we inserted or we provided. Good. So you can see that these attributes are going to make our work very easy. Instead of you to manually code or verify this, yes, it has been done in an attribute form that you can actually add it on, pass your attribute or pass in your strings that you want to get it affected, and now boom, that is all. You are done. Good. So try your hands on this and make sure you do use these attributes in your application to enforce your business rules. So by leveraging these annotations, you can add robust validation rules directly to your data models, making your code more reliable and now easier to maintain. These features in .NET 8 also represent a significant step forward in simplifying data validations and ensuring your applications behave as expected. Yes, so one thing that I forgot to tell you that you can also provide, and I believe you know this already, so there's no need for me to talk about that. You can provide an error message, right? Yeah, so in case you want to customize the error that to see on the screen, you can provide the error message in here, and that is all. I forgot this, but I just remembered. Yeah, that is it. So stay tuned for more in-depth tutorials and examples on how to use these annotations in your project. If you found this introduction helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also hit on that bell icon for notifications on future videos. Happy coding. Catch you again.